Hello and welcome to another episode of Darkness and Dublin. This is a Mage scene. Actually my debut, I believe, as a Mage storyteller, so I hope people have fun. It's a dark night in Dublin. It is rainy, it is miserable out. Mages are doing as they do and making the brave trek to be somewhat sociable. Um, Rumors have gone out recently about a new safe place to hang out, the Green Dragon, place set up by the head of the Hermetics in the city, D'Onofrio, warded out the ass and physically defended out the ass. It is a nice little town space for them to come and hang out and speak freely amongst themselves without fear of strange individuals getting all up in the business besides other individuals like themselves. Uh, it's a nice kind of residential area. There's people walking in and out, discussing various things. Um, so let's go ahead and have people describe their characters and intro themselves. Whomever wants to go first.
I'll go first. Why not?
Okay.
So, pulling up to the Golden Dragon Club.
Green Dragon.
Green Dragon Club is a silver McLaren 570S. It's very loud, comes up very fast, and parks very abruptly. When the doors open, when one door opens and out steps a 20-year-old kid. That's a 20-year-old boy. Well, he's an adult. I mean, totally he's an adult. He's Arabic, wearing a denim jacket, blue jeans, a tie-dyed shirt, and a tie-dyed hat with mirrored squares on the front of it. But he's wearing it backwards. He's carrying a skateboard and a laptop case and a backpack. He will put the skateboard down and he will skateboard his way up to the front door to see if he can get inside.
Go ahead and have other people intro before I get on into that.
I'll go. Mark has learned from the Green Dragon Club merely by listening to one of his students saying that there was a new bar open. So he went down to check out the place. So he basically comes in walking after a day of classes and after study that he spent on the University of Trinity College. And he comes on walking, nothing in his hands, just brings his cell phone and some money and credit card. And then he tries to get in and to get to know the place.
Yeah, you're not really sure when Isaac just sort of showed up at the front of this particular Green Dragon Club, but you know he is indeed Isaac because his name tag is ISAAC. No way you would go ahead and forget it. Not like reality isn't trying its damnness and hardness to do so. But this particular gentleman, scruffy beard, asymmetrical eyes, is going to go ahead and try to find himself in this new establishment to go ahead and chillax. He's supposed to be working, but fuck that shit.
All right, so the Americans would call it a crotch rocket, but a sleek motorcycle would pull up, looking like this. Some of you already know Ozzy. Ozzy flips open the visor on his motorcycle helmet, nods around to those who he knows, which I think is Brett's character. I think he's the only one that he knows. And grabs some items out of the saddlebags on the bike and walks over, stands a couple paces away from Brett's character's name. I can't whose names I can't recall right off the top of my head. What, they're not open yet?
I'm just waiting to see if I can get in.
There are people at the door. As you all start to walk up, you'll see that there's one person who's trying to get in, and they are refusing to allow access to. He looks kind of pale. His hair is cut short. Like, when I say pale, like almost deathly pale. He's just kind of walking in. He's like, I really need to get in there. The people guarding the door, two very large, burly men in suits, are saying, no, you're not allowed in here. Very specific individuals are allowed in here, and you are unfortunately not allowed. And he's just continuing to try and get in. Give me a perception alertness, everybody.
Just one question. Just row in Discord. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, which channel do we do it?
There should be a dice rolling channel.
One success.
Okay. Just a second. This is my first time doing this.
Yeah. So what you'll do is you'll do /R. Actually, you can look at Roros's and Ian's up there to figure out what you need to do. Just replace their number, the number in front of the D10 with your total dice pool.
All right.
Oh, anybody around Rora smells ozone. Probably something that'd be familiar to Ozzy.
I forgot the /R. Like, okay. So everybody got at least one success, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
As this man is constantly trying to get through these two, and as the guards are constantly telling him no, he's not allowed, they never actually physically touch him. It seems like they come very close on a few occasions, but they never physically touch him. Ian and Austin, since you both got 3 and 4 successes respectively, at one point you notice that one of their hands goes through his hand, like it's not there.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out some sunglasses, a la them style, and just go ahead and throw them on. This is basically me trying to cast Spirit Sight.
Go for it.
I have Spirit Enforce's sights up.
Ozzy's
That's
Ozzy's
3
gonna actually.
successes. I'll go ahead and put 1 into effect and 2 into duration.
Okay, and sorry, go ahead, Ian.
Sorry, Ozzy's actually going to point that out to Brett's character's name. Roars. Yeah, Roars.
Which realm are you looking into, Isaac?
The only realm I'm more familiar with, Death and Decay, the Shadowlands.
Oh, fantastic. This man is, in fact, a wraith. You can tell that very easily now. He is very pale in the Shadowlands. He has some very dark marks around his neck and what appear to be slash marks down his chest.
Are those his death marks? What he's eventually succumbed to?
Those are in fact death marks. Also, hello, Anthony.
Is it too late?
It is not. We're pretty much just getting started. We're meeting at the Green Dragon safe place that Monopoly made. Everybody is currently outside.
Sweet.
All right. Gonna go ahead and let Anthony do his thing first.
Yes.
You will see Vincent on his way, headphones in his ear, with a what looks to be some type of soft drink. We'll say it's a mocha tai chi latte, and what he'll say, walking up to the assembled crowd.
Hello, Vince. How are you doing?
It's Thursday. Can't wait for the weekend.
Seems we have a situation. Is that what you're seeing, Isaac?
I don't know you.
Actually, we have met.
We have?
We've met at least twice. At
Okay.
Agrabah Nights. My character's the 20-year-old rich kid.
Okay. So Isaac's mind goes ahead and lapses as he goes says, "Yeah, guy. What is your name? I don't remember. Hey, Vince.
Who are you again?
Sokazari.
He'll look at
Damn
him.
it!"
It's just like I know you. Aren't you
He goes
like?
ahead and like slaps his chest for the name tag is.
Oh my God, it's you. Okay, right. I wanted to call you. I don't know.
You were about to call me Ezekiel, weren't you?
Something like that.
Oh.
I was fucking maybe. I don't know. Like,
He waves you off. It's fine.
but yeah, it kind of clicks in my head. Like, you're just a very forgettable person. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. You know what? Hold that thought for a second. I'm just gonna go ahead and walk up, try to get sideways with the bouncer, and simply go ahead and say, "Do you mind if I deal with this man here?" Pointing at the shade.
Yeah, sure. If you can get him away from here.
All right. I was just gonna go ahead and try to get the shade's attention, going, "Hey, can we just go ahead and like talk over here for a hot second, away from the entrance?"
Can you help me?
I don't know. I need to know your problem first.
If you can, do you promise to help me?
I can't promise nothing. I have to know first.
What are you promising people? What are you looking at?
Oh, you can see this guy. He is kind of a palish man who has been trying to get into this club as he's been walking up and being accosted by the guys. He's just they if you look carefully, like they never really touch him like at all. Like they never come in physical contact.
Oh, you have that kind of problem.
But he'll just nod his head to Isaac and say, "Fine. Just let's step over here then."
All right, walking the short distance away, maybe 20 or so odd feet. And Isaac's just gonna go ahead and relax against a light post. Go ahead and like light a cigarette.
So hi, I guess.
Hi, you are speaking to, and he slaps his name tag, Isaac. How may I help you today?
I'm Benjamin. I'm trying to find somebody who may have heard or can check up on a friend of mine.
All right, you are looking for a person to help you find your friend.
Yes. I know where he is. I just can't check up on him. So I need someone to check up on him.
Okay, you need somebody to check up on your friend. Gotcha. Why can you not check up on your friend? Let's start with that.
He's not supposed to talk to dead people, and he kind of gestures at the throat marks and the slash marks that are down his chest that you can see. I'm pretty fucking dead.
Goes ahead and gestures to the obvious lacerations, at least to him. Okay. Why is your friend not allowed to speak to your dead? Who is your friend?
His name's Jacob. He's it's part of his faith, part of his magic. He's just not allowed to speak to dead things.
Okay.
Sounds familiar.
Obviously, he'll go ahead and wave on anybody who wants to go ahead and get on to this conversation as well.
Aurora's followed you over. I mean, he's got too much curiosity.
Okay. What makes you think that your friend Jacob needs to be checked up on? Or are you just curious because you just can't?
Well, so I was kind of following him for a little bit after I died to make sure he'd be okay and everything. And then he stopped leaving his house, and he hasn't really left his house since. And I can't go in there because it's safeguarded.
When you say safeguarded, what do you mean?
He has something up to keep things like me out.
Well, if it'll help you move on, we can go ahead and give your friend Jacob a little bit of a house visit. He goes ahead and points at the entrance of the green dragon. You just stop messing with and annoying the people who are trying to just have a good night, okay?
Okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that'd be great if you guys wouldn't mind going to check up on him for me.
Now, I can personally say that I'm going to go ahead and check up on them. That's the promise I'm going to give you right now to the best of my ability. These guys over here, waving towards the others who have congregated, will just have to make that promise themselves. I'm not going to speak for them.
I don't make promises to entities that aren't in this physical realm if I can help it.
He kind of rolls his head around yeah, no, that's fair.
Roros will pull out one of his coins and just start flipping it over his knuckles. It's not like I have anything better to do tonight.
I also don't even know if you're telling the truth.
And Mark walks by and listens to the conversation, and he just stands by there, looking at his cell phone, just listening to what they're saying. He intuits that there is something up in there.
Looking to Vincent, Isaac's going to go ahead and say, well, if you don't go ahead and trust this spirit, why don't you go inside for a hot second and at least let the owners of the club know that there's a spirit out here that's being annoying and to make sure that it doesn't approach.
Why can't you do it?
You wanted to be helpful. I'm giving you something to be helpful with.
I did say I wasn't coming with you. I'm just being pragmatic.
Oh! Actually, that's a really, you got actually good head on your shoulders, Vince. All right.
Do you often help people that ask you, hey, go to quest A? How do you know he...
That's the thing. Most people don't talk to me. 2, most of the people I do talk to are dead. And 3, they just ask for little things. He just wants to go ahead and for somebody to check up on his friend. And I'm willing to do it.
I have seen what happens when spirits are tormented for too long. I will go ahead and help in this respect.
I'll tag.
Vincent, will you tag along with us to make sure we don't do the dumb?
I like coming along and learning.
Good man.
See what I learned today.
All right. Isaac goes ahead and looks at the group. Y'all give me a hot second. I'm going to go and talk to the bouncer. Isaac approaches the bouncer.
The bouncer looks at you and says, "What's up?"
Hey, so we went ahead and had a little bit of talk with your visitor, and your visitor has promised to stay away from the place. If he goes ahead and approaches, why don't you just go ahead and give me a call? And he's going to go ahead and like write down a number on a sheet of paper and head it over to the bouncer.
Yeah, all right, cool. Thanks, bud.
And he's going to go ahead and back away because he's not going to remember his name. Because god damn it. Approaching the rest of the group, looking at the departed soul. Okay, Vin, show us Jacob's place. We're going to go on a little ride, looking at everybody. Nobody brought transportation. We're going to go on a little bit of a walk then.
I will.
And Vince will open the car to like everyone get in. I guess we'll
walk over to the supercar that he owns, and he'll climb inside and he'll say, "I have room for one more."
He's just going to go ahead and make himself into Vincent's vehicle.
jump in.
Ozzy's going to jump on the super bike, the Croc Rocket bike that's literally right behind the supercar.
He'll look around one more time. Does anyone come along?
Mark just looks at them and says, I heard you talking about something very interesting, and you might not know me.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about spirits and all of that, and I've had some really weird experiences this week, so I guess I'll just go along. I'm Mark, nice to meet you, and I am pretty much a nice person, and we get to know each other.
Rodo Sokozari, it's a pleasure to meet you. You wish to ride with me, or do you wish to ride with Vince? I don't think you want to ride with Oz.
Well, ride with you, I guess it will be fast. Then...
You don't get queasy or motion sickness, do you?
No, I don't. Well, I'll go with you then. Let's do it.
Give me one moment, I'll pull what his car looks like.
Isaac and Vince will be riding in the appropriate speed limit, not showing off.
To be fair, a 105 horsepower motorcycle is a pretty fast motorcycle.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm trying to be inconspicuous.
No, somebody who made the fast comment.
So, everybody has achieved transportation.
Yes.
At some point, the Wraith would have given Isaac the address of the place he wants them to go check out.
He'll share it.
Okay. It's not terribly difficult to make your way there. As you all ride up onto this place, it's a decent looking house, like a dark gray color. It's kind of not so much built widely, but tall, kind of like a townhouse type thing. There's a small gate leading to a yard in the front that then leads up to the front door. There's the car in the driveway that looks like it has not seen some use in quite some time. The grass is a bit overgrown. The windows look dirty. None of them are broken, but some of them definitely look dirty. There's a lot of dust all around. Some vines have started to grow over kind of the front area. Not to the point that they're blocking entry or exit ways, but if left unchecked, it could pretty clearly get there. So yeah, what do y'all do?
Roros will pull up and hard brake outside. He's going to leave his laptop case in the car, but he is bringing his skateboard and his backpack with him.
Okay.
Mark follows, just bringing up his cell phone, money, and credit card.
Isaac, for his part, is just going to go ahead and step out of Vince's party van and adjust his vase sunglasses to look at this thing in the Shadowlands.
Okay. In the Shadowlands, it looks very much the same. Like the grass is obviously dead. The building's kind of decrepit in some areas because Shadowlands. All the windows seem intact except for one up towards the top, which seems to have been shattered open.
Okay, interesting. He's gonna go ahead and remove his sunglasses for a hot second and look at it in the. Is this Tellurium? I want to say that the real world is Tellurium.
Yes. And in the Tellurium, the window is intact.
What about High Umbra?
High Umbra. High Umbra, you see kind of. It's a little weird. There's kind of warding symbols around it, but a lot of them seem to have faded. If you have Esoterica, you can roll Intelligence Esoterica to try and get an idea of like what made the wards.
For
Let's see.
Vince's part, he will get out with
Intelligence test. Oh, sorry.
He will get out with a I don't know, with what seems to be a few business cards and simply knock on the door.
You knock.
Hey, Tiger. Intelligence Esoterica.
Yes.
All right. Would High Umbra Lore come into this at all?
It'll reduce your difficulty by 1, so it'll be a diff 5 instead of a diff 6.
Gotcha.
You knock on the door. You can hear the kind of the pounding echo through the inside. About 30 seconds pass and there's not a response.
3 successes, 2 of them are 10s.
Okay. Do you have an intelligence or an esoteric specialty?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. So with that, you can recognize these as being etching made in a kind of a Hebrew script. You're not sure what they mean because I don't think Roro speaks Hebrew. But
No, Arabic wouldn't be close enough to Hebrew, unfortunately. Going along a different vein at that point, is there power going to this place?
No, there's not.
This is not good.
Isaac, for his part, is just going to go ahead and wait at the van just until Vince comes back because he's got the great idea, knocking on the door.
I knock on the door. Does anyone respond before I start unmantling things?
There's been a good 30 seconds, then a minute, so on and so forth, and nobody responds.
Right.
Gross will look to Matt and he'll say, well, for one thing, there appear to be words in Hebrew around the building that are fading out. For another thing, there's no electricity or gas power flow, nothing going into this place. This place is electronically dead.
Hebrew, you say? Can you draw the symbols? Or write out what you're seeing?
Would I be able to, Tiger?
Give me a perception art roll. It's kind of weird because some of them are kind
of
perception art.
Perception what? Oh, I don't have art.
It's a talent, so you can still.
Okay, I'm trying to see if there's anything I have that would work for that. High ritual, maybe. Athletic, research.
Well, if intuition may
cryptography.
take part.
Cryptography, I will allow. It will be at a slightly higher diff. It'll be difficulty 7.
All right.
If intuition somehow takes part here, just let me know.
Tiger, just so you know where I'm going with this, I'm going to use Mind 3 to
Tiger.
Jesus, God.
Why am I wasting all these nice rolls?
I have
on
no
this?
idea. You got okay. So Tiger, I'm not nearly as extravagant as these folks, but does it look like the garbage has been taken out? Like, does it look like
Uh,
somebody has habitated this place and say, I don't know, the past week?
like yeah, like it. There's garbage that has been removed and put into the trash cans, but it doesn't look like it's been taken to the curb, so it can actually be like out, as it were.
All
Uh,
right.
but it
Okay. So
definitely it hasn't reached that point where it's like the plastic is tearing and there's just garbage all over the driveway and shit.
all right. So I'll open the trash can and I'll take out, I don't know, and I'll look for something with an expiration date, so we can get like a time frame.
Okay. You find like a kind of like a sack that would contain like apples or some kind of produce.
Mhm.
It says that the expiration date is about next week or so. So
467 on my cryptography.
you do in fact manage to draw up the symbols for Ozzy.
All right, I'm going to use Mind 3 to translate the language.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it. It'll be difficulty 6.
Yeah, you know what? This could be important, so I'll use a quintessence to lower the difficulty by 1.
Go for it.
Shit. I will go back to the car, Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like somebody. It seems that the trash has been there for I don't know, maybe a week, and expiration date. So between someone's been here recently, like recent.
All right. So what you're saying is, and he pulls out some picks from his back pocket. It's time to do some breaking and entering.
I don't think we should break and enter in the house, especially if it's been warded. I don't think it's neither wise nor prudent to break into someone's house.
Tiger, Tiger, I got 3 successes on translate language.
Okay, that'll be enough to kick it off.
This is neither what we have been asked to do or any of the above.
You have been asked to go ahead and look up and check up on Jacob, the current master of this establishment. If the master of this establishment, who has been shut into this establishment, has he not left or is not answering summons, then it would be prudent for us to verify that he in fact lives.
I mean, right.
Well,
But
1 second, please, guys.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do Ian's thing. 3 successes is enough to kick off the effect. You won't have to put any duration as long as you concentrate on it. So as you are looking over these, actually I should ask, do you want to continue on and try to put some duration, or do you want to leave it there?
I'll go for 1 more.
Okay. The difficulty will increase back up to 6 because you are taking another roll.
Just a straight fail.
Okay. You can keep going if you want, or you can just leave it there and just translate this and keep it up if you want it.
I'll just leave it there. I'll just translate what he's got. I mean, I'm not able to see it personally, so it'd only really be useful if I was constantly seeing it myself.
Right. So this will the glyph sorry, not the glyphs. The symbols seem to translate into English as symbols of protection and defense. So wording symbols, basically.
Okay, so nothing overly out of the ordinary. That's more or less what he was looking for.
Right.
Really, that was really dangerous. Like, well, I mean, not that they're not dangerous as they are, but something overly more dangerous.
Yeah.
And he'll translate. He will translate for the group, so they know what it is.
so he's warded his house.
Mm-hmm.
As I was saying, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. He's gonna go ahead and look at our resident Hebrewologist and go ahead and say, "Can you tell us what influences or what spheres these wards go ahead and actually protect against? Whether or not it is jinxing, whether or not it is hampering, because right now I'm all set to go ahead and walk in through the back door as he's sort of like walking around the establishment.
Ooh, that sounds like a bad idea. Does that sound like a mage lore check, Tiger?
Yeah.
All right. 1 second.
Hey, Tiger.
Yes.
I'm going to shift my vision to infrared, and I'm going to look at the house.
Okay. Most of the house seems cold. Cold. Infrared does heat, kind of, right?
Yeah, and you can also kind of differentiate the difference between like an oven and a person's body temperature and things like that.
You do figure upstairs, crouched on the floor. It's a little colder than most people are, but still definitely like alive. And nestled above it, kind of, is a much darker spot, much colder spot, kind of almost leaning down and leaning down into its ear. Not sure what it's doing, but yeah.
I was told there are vampires in this city. I am pointing up to that window and saying, "We need to get in there now."
I got 3 successes on the mage lore. What's
I admit a fair bit of curiosity. I also admit that I have a strong sense of self-preservation. So, what do we gain from breaking in? Besides the thrill of the hunt.
I'm already contracted out to go ahead and at least
Yes,
look at the
I
damn
understand
thing.
you've contracted yourself out to a being you haven't met. But like he just looks at you like expectantly, like you're supposed to be my teacher. You're supposed to know these things.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 3 successes on the mage lore check, Tiger.
I'm typing it in the chat for you.
Okay. Also, it's matter check to scan for vampires, right?
Yes.
Sorry, was that yes?
Yes.
Okay, I would think so.
Tiger, I'm pulling the lamp out of my bag and I'm rubbing it 3 times.
Okay.
Did Evan ever tell you what it does?
Nope.
I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
Okay, so the wards are for keeping spiritual entities out, along with blocking out attempts at scrying in. 2 successes on the matter site. All I want is just a quick scan of where he's pointing to see if I can see a vampire. So not long term.
So did you get what I sent, Tiger?
Yep. Reading it now.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Just a question for you all. What exactly stops us from just knocking on the door?
We already tried.
Yeah. Nobody answered.
Okay.
That was my thought. Like
It was a good thought, don't get me wrong. That's actually like node 1 on problem solvings.
If the 2 successes enough to, or do I need more just to get a quick scan of where he's pointing?
Where who is pointing?
Brett, Aurora's pointed at, said there was vampires in the city and pointed at directly at.
No, I never said I was told there were vampires in the city. That's what I said out. That's what I said to myself and to Tiger.
Oh, okay, never mind. I wouldn't have done that at all. Sorry.
You're good.
Before I enter the domicile, Tiger, does this man have neighbors?
There are houses along each side. Their cars are not there.
Okay.
There's not a garage, so presumably they are out.
Okay.
All right, so knowing what that does, I can see where that shadow is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I use one of my specific routes to hit it?
What is the specific route?
Get me to it. Increase the kinetic flow. Basically, I use it on my coins and turn them into high-speed projectiles.
Okay. Do
Just-
note that this figure that you're seeing is inside and you are outside.
I know.
Okay.
But the thing is that what it does is it amplifies the potential energy inside the coins that I use and transforms it into kinetic force. So that's why my character constantly flips coins. He's charging his coins.
Gotcha.
So basically, he turns them into bullets.
Gotcha.
I'm going to.
You can make an attempt.
All right, I will activate it and then I will make my roll. So spending a quintessence and willpower. Quintessence to lower the difficulty. It's level, so 5 F1. Hashtag willpower. 1 success.
Okay. Was that the?
And that was the casting.
Okay. And it is a
So
force
now,
of effect, right?
Yes, it is.
So you get 1 automatic success to effect.
I'm doubling its. I'm doubling the stored potential energy. Basically, that would. I've been flipping it at least 3 times per day for the past 3 months.
Mhm.
So I need to make my Dex Athletics check, and I do have a Dex specialization in hand-eye coordination.
Okay. It will be difficulty 8 because you're trying to launch it kind of up above your head. And it's a pretty good distance, and it's a coin. The fact that you're able to do it at all is because of the effect.
I will spend a willpower on this as well.
Okay.
1 success.
1 success. So you send it flying. It punches a neat hole through the wood framework around the window, right where you see the cold spot, and you can see the cold spot kind of like spread out a little bit from where it should have impacted, and then immediately swoosh back in. Right after that happens, everyone hears a very startled voice cry out in fear, coming from upstairs.
Why
All
are
right.
people doing this to my domicile? Why are people
Uh-oh.
breaking in?
Quickly.
All right. What are the entrances and exits to this place? You said there was a front entrance, but is there a back entrance or a garage?
There's not a garage, there is a back entrance, and there also appears to be a cellar door.
Interesting.
Just one question. I have one route, which is basically entropy 2. Is it possible to just... Okay, so given there is a chance of one of those doors being open, and then make an effect to make sure that that door happens to be open by a coincidence.
Yeah, I believe that's an entropy 2 route, or entropy 1.
Can I see what's there? No, there's a hole and he's moving back in front of it.
So it's a very small hole. You can do a perception alertness, but it'll be difficulty 8 again because it's a small hole, it's kind of high up, and coins don't really make big holes. It is what
I'm
it
gonna
is.
try.
Yeah.
Zero successes. So I don't botch, but I do fail.
Right. So you can't really see. It seems like some of the wood's kind of splintered in.
Okay. Are
have-
there streetlights?
1 second, Pedro. What were you saying?
Yeah, sure. I had two successes in the entropy to roll. So basically, what Mark says, okay, kiddos, there are other interests here. Let's just try to get to them before we try something more violent here.
I'm putting on my actually, I don't have those on this character, so I'll just pull out a bandana and try the back door.
Nah, fam.
So is there streetlights out here?
Yes.
Okay. What would be the difficulty to transform one of the streetlights into sunlight?
Mercy.
So it would still follow the same thing, as it were, like in the typical difficulty ones.
Okay.
I'm going to say, that one's an interesting one, because technically, like, yeah, you can make stuff into like UV rays, but that's not necessarily sunlight for World of Darkness. It's a weird one. It's definitely a weird one.
Oh, okay. Got a better idea. Can I turn it into a laser?
What?
We're here, ladies and gentlemen.
But how much life do you have?
I don't have any life. I'm going off pure forces with matter.
Doesn't work that way, because you would
Wait,
have to. Yeah, you need life for to turn yourself into an elemental force.
No,
along
I'm
with-
talking about turning the light into lasers.
Oh, you said myself.
Oh no, how I meant to say, how can I turn it into laser?
Yeah, you can do that. That's forces too.
Okay.
But, like, I mean, you can turn yourself into a laser if you got like life 4 and forces at a pretty good level. But
Don't tempt me. I've got too many spheres as it is. All right, I'm going to attempt to transform this into. I'm going to try to transform the light source into a laser projector, aiming it for the hole. So if it's forces 2, that's difficulty 5. Spending a quintessence, but not spending a willpower on this, so dropping it to 4.
Right.
3 successes.
okay, and you get an automatic success towards effect. Are you just using it to basically burn a hole through?
I'm using it to shoot lasers through the hole I've already made.
Okay.
Does that need to be another dexterity check?
Alright, what?
No, you can like the lasers go through. You hear more startled shouting, and like thump 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 of someone like possibly running down the stairs, or maybe falling down the stairs. You're really not sure.
I still have my infrared vision up.
Yeah, you can see this figure running down the stairs in a hurry.
Is it the cold figure or the warm figure?
It is the warm figure. However, the cold figure seems to be following it, floating just a little bit above its head.
I
still.
put my hands up immediately and just like
I'm just
Gonna
gonna
put
say
my
out loud.
hands in my pockets.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
at the
say
back door.
what I'm gonna say out loud is I'm gonna say he's running downstairs. Something's following him.
hands go immediately up in the air. And I'm just like, hopefully nothing bad happens.
Hey, it's all valid in the consensus.
The figure does not stop at the front door. It runs right past it, seeming to go down into the cellar.
I just look at it and I go, he's going down into the cellar and I can't reach it anymore.
Is the warm figure still coming towards the door?
No, the warm figure went down to this.
Oh dear.
What Tiger said.
Vince, do you want to back me up?
What are we doing? We've already. Why? Why is this necessary? He just puts his hand still up in the air, looking agitated and upset. Like, why was this necessary?
I don't know.
There wasn't enough time to get in and get after him. The thing is,
So
the
you shot a
person
laser
is.
through the back door? What the fuck?
I shot a laser through his wall to get to the thing that was attacking him, but it
Sir, we don't know what's going on. I believe this might have been a series of rash actions.
listen.
And this coming from the guy who has a crime bandana over his face and lockpicks in his hands.
Listen,
Ozzy is literally just leaning against his bike watching all this go on.
Ross is just going to say, look, he's weak. The person we went to find, he's weak, he's cold, something is making him colder, and it's followed him down to this
door.
I said I'd be back up and I'll be back up. Oh my fucking god.
You're a good man.
I mean, what would have? Can I just make a suggestion? I'm not even being condescending. Like, what would have stopped us just from picking a lock in the back and just walking in instead of like? I feel like there was everything.
As I said, he was colder than he's supposed to be, and there was something making him colder. There was a cold thing over him, making him colder.
I don't disagree that there was a cold thing in there, but you know and I know that ghosts aren't actually they're not phenomena weird. It is the least weird thing that we've seen.
I didn't listen. I was told shortly ago that there are vampires in the city. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't a vampire drinking him.
Okay, but whatever was on top of him just went out to the cellar, right?
I guess we're going to. Let's go this way, Scooby-Doo. I guess we're going down this rabbit hole. Like,
just remember to take the monster's mask off this time.
Hopefully, I don't know. We're trigger happy Roro's looking at right.
Don't worry, it's all under the light of truth, and he'll be carrying his lamp as he walks.
There we go. Let's try to get him up and bring him outside. I guess we can just do that.
Jinkies, I agree. Let's go.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Zoink, Scoob. Let's go. Just breaking entry.
Let's be responsible, guys. And then Mark goes on to one of the back doors and just tries to keep it up open. With his strength too. Not a very successful kick, but anyway.
I just like to everyone know by doing this, this man or woman or entity in this house has full authority to attack us with lethal force for what we've done. I'm just pointing that out there.
Mark pretty much doesn't recognize that as an actual threat because he's not very familiar with spirits and unfamiliar entities, so he goes in.
Jinkies.
You've made it to the cellar door.
Jinkies.
What are you doing to get into the cellar door?
More breaking and entering.
Well, it's no longer really breaking and entering. Now it's just breaking.
They're just breaking now.
So the breaking's already happened. Like, things have been broken already.
I have money again. I'll pay his deductible.
How is the cellar locked? Just let me ask this question.
There is a padlock keeping it closed, wrapped around.
All right. Cool. May I use my lockpicks to go ahead and unlock that pad?
And we have a rogue.
You may.
All right.
I think technically he's an arcane trickster.
I will use dexterity, larceny, and may I spend a willpower?
Thou mayst.
Okie dokie. Your dog is adorable.
He is. He's also sad that I'm not paying attention to him.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Brett's dog's adorable too.
6 successes. All right. So you all just kind of watch as Isaac is just kind of like a tick, 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 and like in 3 seconds has the padlock pop open, and the I'm assuming he pulls it off and opens the door.
Yep.
Right.
Abandon all hope.
As you all look down into the cellar, it's a very dusty stairway leading down. You can see a bunch of covered, very thin, tall objects. You're not quite sure what they are until a stray wind kind of blows some of the cloth covering them, revealing a few of them to be mirrors. But yeah, you do not see the individual that you've been sent to check up on yet. He seems to be a little further inside.
All right, Isaac will go ahead and advance. Just go ahead and have his sunglasses on, his hands up. He will call into the darkness, "Hey, is there a Jacob here? You've been
Who are you?"
missed for a long time." Wasn't expecting a response. He goes ahead and says, my name is Isaac. I'm with I'm with the S Mart. Shop S Mart.
I'm familiar with the corporate motto. Yes. All right. Why are you here? Who sent you here?
First off, you're alive, yes?
Last I checked.
Good, awesome. I apologize for your recent disturbance. It was not our intention to go ahead and break anything in your household.
Who sent that coin and then those lasers? I want to talk to them.
Roros will simply say, "Where is the vampire? Is he in there with you?"
There's not a vampire.
God, there's no vampire.
Why would there be a vampire?
There was something cold hovering around you.
What? No. What? No. Actually, Isaac, do you still have your
Yes. Still got the sunglasses.
on the sunglasses?
E.
Do you have the sunglasses on?
Yes.
You can see above above Jacob. It's kind of dark. The cellar is also very decrepit in the Shadowlands, but you can see this figure, twisted and bent and broken in so many ways, leaning down, whispering into its ear. Very pale, not wearing any clothing as far as you can tell. Not that it seems to need to. It seems like any form of physical identification, as it were, has been stripped away or removed. There are patches of its skin where the skin seems to have been removed, and you can see the muscle underneath, lean and gray and dried out. But yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Jacob, I know that you're hearing a lot of things, and not all of those things are true. Do you recognize that there is an external being in this place?
I mean, you're in here. So yes.
Extraplanar. I'm walking in the delirium, okay?
Okay. What are you trying to say?
I am saying, what are you hearing right now?
So around this time, the figure above Jacob looks at Isaac, opens its mouth, and as it opens its mouth, it stretches farther than a human being's jaw could stretch, and it lets out this unearthly as almost a sign of warning before continuing on to whisper in Jacob's ear.
All right,
North
now's the time to
descended.
go ahead and switch gears. I'm gonna go ahead and look to the guy who's ready to go ahead and blast. Go ahead and tell him, hey, there's a dark spirit over that man's head. Don't be rash. I'm gonna go ahead and look to the dark spirit. Go ahead and give him the fucking finger and scream, "Identify yourself, foul wicked thing!"
Okay.
Oh God.
So yeah, that's the thing.
Broris is standing closer to him with the lamp still being held.
Sorry, what, Brett?
I said I've still got the lamp and I'm standing closer to Isaac.
Okay. You still cannot see this figure that Isaac is talking about.
Right.
But you can all roll me a perception awareness if you so choose.
I shall
What are you
choose
trying
do
to
so.
observe?
Something not of this world.
Oh, the
Difficulty
worldly
standard?
nonsense.
Standard?
Yep, standard.
2 successes.
So 2 successes.
Yeah, I'll post it in side chat.
Yeah, everybody go ahead and post your results in the side chat if you wouldn't mind. Okay. Isaac, you actually don't need to roll because you can see into the Shadowlands.
That's what I figured.
Yeah. So you all can get the feeling that something is happening on the other side. Um, Vincent kind of sees it the most. There seems to be some force that is influencing poor Jacob here. I gotta make a roll right quick.
Can I try to cast a mind shield onto Jacob
Yes.
to disrupt this guy? Yeah, I'll try that.
Yeah, go for it.
Spend a quint and a willpower.
Okay.
I got 3 successes.
Okay. Before it goes
So
off, 1 second here. Before it goes off, Isaac can see this. The rest of you can see it in the grow world. The spirit is reaching down and moving Jacob's hand to like it looks like he's writing something. In the dust on the floor, he's kind of crouched down on the floor and he's writing with his finger in the dust. He doesn't appear to notice at all that this is happening.
Do we need a further test to see what he's saying?
Yeah, perk alert. Ian, you do get your mind shield off, so it'll be much harder for the ghost to affect him. How many are putting into effect, and how many into duration?
1 for the scene, 2 into duration, and I would actually like to. Can I keep rolling to bolster that?
Yes, you may.
1 success.
What is he writing?
You'll have to roll perception awareness to figure out what he's actually writing.
I got 1 on my
Alright.
P in perception alertness.
Yeah.
All right, so that's up to 4 successes.
Okay.
I'll do it 1 more time.
Okay.
Does discernment, my specialty in perception, help me out here?
Yes.
All right.
So it's now a 5 success mind shield on him.
So it seems to be writing out a sentence, or Jacob seems to be writing out a sentence that says, "Leave me and my boy alone," and then it gets halfway through alone, and the hand just wrenches back, almost like it's been forced off by something. right around the same time Ian's effect goes off.
Awesome.
If sorry, is it more effective if I keep concentration on it?
If you what?
Okay, he's going because right now it's about all he can do because he can't affect the spiritual realm. So he's going to, through clenched teeth as he's concentrating, tell them to, if you, whatever you're going to do against this thing, do it now. I've got him protected.
Can I shift my view to Vidar Mortis? Or do I need to re-roll my spirit sight?
You will need to reroll the spirit side.
All right. Rorus will begin chanting in Arabic.
My finger is still like I'm still giving the evil entity the bird, and I'm still screaming, "Identify yourself! This is not your boy!"
2 successes. So 1 to activate effect, 1 for duration. Just long enough so I can see it.
Okay. You see the same figure I described earlier. It seems to have snapped its hand away from the figure. A horribly bent. Seems to have snapped its finger away from Jacob, or its hand away from Jacob. It's a horribly bent, monstrous-looking figure that it looks like it might have. It's like if you took a human and you just described all the pieces of a human to somebody who didn't know what a human looked like, and they just kind of had to put them together.
Okay. Question. Spirit 3, I can increase the wall here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Give me one moment. Rorus is going to begin chanting differently in Arabic, and I'm going to cast thicken the. Basically, I'm going to cast thicken the wall. Spending a quintessence to lower to 5, and willpower for additional success. 3 successes.
Okay. How much you putting into effect and how much into duration?
If I do 2 into effect, 1 into, I'll throw 1 into effect and 2 into duration, and I'm going to roll again the next round.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll for initiative at this point.
Yay!
Since we're kind of reaching that point.
Yeah. D10 plus 7. 13.
Go ahead and put your initiatives in the side, please.
Got it.
Sorry, guys, I missed what was this roll.
It is an initiative roll, so you roll a d10 and add your dexterity and wits.
Okay.
Anthony, are you there? You there? Okay. We'll have him roll later once continuing. So I'll go ahead and nobody type in the side chat for just a second. I'm gonna get the initiative order put in there.
I like that.
Robo Tiger.
Very, very appropriate.
So yeah, Ozzy, you are first up.
I am going to. So I'm just going. Actually, I'm. Can I continue previous actions to reinforce the shield?
Yes, you can.
Awesome. That's what I'll do. Okay. For the moment, I'm actually going to increase the duration. So now it's two duration and five effect.
Okay. Is that all you're doing for this one?
Yeah.
Okay, Isaac.
Right. You know the spirit crumb from Yu Yu Hakusho?
I do.
We're gonna do that now.
Okay.
Spirit gun.
So his middle finger goes ahead and relaxes. His index finger goes ahead and extends. He goes ahead and pumps his arm to go ahead and make the shotgun effect. And he needs to roll his arate.
Yep.
I will spend. What's the difficulty of this roll again? I want to say 6.
What effect are you using?
Prime Bolt.
Prime Bolt? I believe
It's a
yes.
level 2 effect.
I think you have to use spirit in conjunction with it to hit the spirit world.
Nope. You just need
Yeah,
Prime Magic. Prime Magic
yeah.
hits everything.
Prime Bolt
Alright.
is a Prime 3 effect, I think. Do you have the actual rope?
I do not have the rope, but Prime Bolt should be a 2 if I remember correctly.
It was 2 and revised, but in 20th anniversary it got moved up to 3.
It did? I thought
Yeah.
3 was enchanting like life patterns, and 2 was enchanting just regular patterns.
Let me
You know what? Never mind.
I can double check just to make sure, because it's
I would have. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a big ass book. I can't remember like all of it, so you know.
I think with 2 it was you can make a weapon enchanted with prime energy. And it used to be that you could do a prime bolt with 2, but they did change that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Weapons or attacks infused with quintessence through Prime 2 may hurt spirits or inflict aggravated damage. So like you could enchant something you pick up and throw it, and that
You know what?
would work.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's-
Prime 3 does require, or Prime 3 is required for the Prime Bolt.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Wanted to go ahead and do the Yu Yu Hakusho thing, but instead, I'll just take out my dagger and enchant that.
Okay.
How about that?
That works.
All right, I will spend the willpower and 1 quint to go ahead and make the enchantment, and the next quint to go ahead and lower difficulty. That lowers it to
Oh God, what happened?
hit
Shit.
5, right?
We are in initiative.
The fuck
They saw
happened?
they walked in. They saw a very twisted, horrific-looking figure. It seemed to be like controlling Jacob to an extent, like making him write stuff without him knowing. He seems to be sentient but oblivious to this thing, and now people are trying to fight it.
2 successes.
Can I roll initiative or does it, or I'll just go
Yeah, you
out?
can roll initiative, and we'll insert you in.
Since I've done a magic action, do I get a regular action, or is that my entire turn?
That will be your entire turn.
Cool, cool.
I know that pain all too well, Austin. I one time enchanted a stake with prime energy to try to stake a Tremere with it, and the Tremere got to go on his turn before I got to stake him.
Yeah.
Sad panda.
It's a turn.
Now worry about it.
Before we go on to Roros, Anthony, go ahead and roll into initiative so we can get you in.
I'm
Just so I
6.
know what everybody is.
I'm number 6. 6. Oh, Rooney.
6. Oh, really? Gotcha. Okay, so that actually. Oh,
He's got a. It's either roll off with Mark or whoever has the higher dexterity or the higher wits at that point.
I have a dex of
Yeah.
2.
Likewise.
Wits then.
2.
3.
all right.
You go.
So it'll be Vincent then Mark.
Okay.
Roros.
All right. How good of an enchantment did Isaac put on his knife?
2 successes.
Do you have Prime Vision up?
No, I don't, so I can't tell anyway. Are there any light sources in here
The only
besides
light.
my lamp?
The only light is coming out from the cellar doors.
Damn. I was gonna see if I could do a freaking holy stroke on the thing, but that's not gonna work. I'm going to go back to strengthening the wall.
Okay. That works.
Well, one success, I will add it to duration. So I'm now up to minute. It's round hour scene, right?
Yes.
Okay. Or is yeah. So that's one to effect, 3 to duration.
Okay.
So Roris is still chanting in Arabic.
Okay. It is now. Oh God, what the fuck is that's turn? And
Where are my trinkets? Hmm.
Just one question. What is Jacob doing while we are doing this?
he's just kind of leaning on the ground. He looks. Actually, I forgot to describe him. In the dark, it's kind of hard to see him in the darkness, but he looks very skinny, like he's almost like he's very been eating the bare minimum to eat to survive. His hair and his beard have kind of grown in, very shaggy, kind of that depression level of unkemptness. Um, he also stinks. Like, poo boy. Like, he hasn't showered in quite a while. It's pretty obvious he's not taking himself in quite a bit.
Excuse me.
What's it?
Bless you, man.
Hmm?
Sorry, guys. Just looking at something.
Tiger, just a note in the side chat, just in case.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Man, what's the second part of it? Okay. Okay. Weird.
Okay.
Light 4.
He is going to do a thing. He's going to reach out and grab on to, or try to grab on to Roros. Those of you who can see it, him kind of reaching out. Brett, how many have you put into effect on your raising the shroud thing? Brett?
Oh, sorry, I had my mic muted. I've thrown only one in there. It's all I can do right now because I've just now reached the point where it'll last for the scene.
Okay.
So if he's going to do anything against me, he needs to do it now, or else I'm going to start jumping it up.
Yeah, I need you to make a... I'm assuming you are unwilling for this, because, oh god, what the fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
You need to make a willpower roll, difficulty 7.
All right. Current or permanent?
Permanent, sorry.
Okay. To 7, you said?
Yes.
Oh,
What's that?
4.
4? Okay. That was a resisted roll. Unfortunately, this figure got 8. So, Roros, you feel yourself being pulled across the shroud into the Shadowlands. You are now face to face with this horrific monster.
Does he just disappear?
Yeah, for those who cannot see into the Shadowlands, you see Roros almost seem like he gets yanked by something into nothingness.
Oh,
You fool!
You guys told me not to go ham. You guys said stop scaring him. So I started doing smart things. I could have been attacking this guy the whole time, and you guys said no.
Just get on. Just get on with it, man. Just get on with it.
Yeah.
Make it a big
Unfortunately,
deal.
your lantern is on the other side.
That's okay. Everything's coincidental in the Shadowlands.
You have other problems in the Shadowlands.
Yeah. With that being said, Vincent, it is your turn.
Pump a trinket of exorcism
Okay.
for the spirit.
Hooray! Smart man.
What's up?
It has 10 successes on
Good lord. Okay. That's a lot of success.
Yeah. It's because it's called being prepared. We have rituals for a reason.
Yeah.
He
So
gets
yeah.
yeeted back to the Shadowlands.
Yeah, no, the Shadows, it's still on the Shadowlands. Like, it never left the Shadowlands.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's there. Jacob definitely seems a bit more protected now.
Mm-hmm.
And the ghost itself seems a bit more discombobulated, as far as you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be taking, you said 6 successes?
I said 10 successes, my good
10
sir.
successes. Oh. Alright, it'll be taking +5 difficulty to all of its actions until that wears off. It's not feeling too hot. So yeah.
Maybe one day I'll be a real chorister again. Or in the Fonzie. Who knows?
Only one way to find out.
Don't accept the nihilism that hard.
Pedro, your turn.
unaware of everything that is going on, he just sees Roros disappearing out of nowhere. So he just, okay, what the fuck? He goes for the lamp and he tries to pull Jacob from his arm to outside the door.
Okay.
Good man.
It feels like a lot of his strength has left him, so give me a strength athletics roll to kind of pick him up and pull him.
Wait, strength plus athletics.
Yeah, strength plus athletics.
That's not good.
If it helps, he's very light, so like you won't need a whole lot of
I have no athletics, so it's a +1 difficulty.
No, talents you can roll without having them with no difficulty. It's just your attribute, so it'll still be difficulty 6.
0 successes.
Okay. You kind of go and like grab him by the arm, you try to pick him up, but he just kind of sinks down. It's really hard to move someone who doesn't want to be moved, even if they're super light. If you're not used to people.
Can someone help me here? Am I the only one thinking straight here?
That we're back to top of rounds. Ozzy, it's your go.
Okay, I'm going to continue to strengthen.
Okay.
Okay, so now it's 3 successes into duration and 6 into effect.
Okay. Perfect. Are you doing anything else?
No.
Okay. With that, we are on.
Sorry, saying that I am continuing concentration on it so that it has my strength behind it as well. So, just
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Isaac.
My dagger is not enchanted, is it?
Not yet. It's almost there.
All right.
If
Gonna
you
go
want
ahead.
to split that one, you can probably finish it in this round and get a stab at it.
Sure. How does that work?
What is the lower the total 2 dice pulls?
Of what?
So it'd be an arete and a dex melee.
Oh, my arete is lower.
Okay, so you have to split that one in half, I believe.
That doesn't seem worth it.
Okay, fair enough.
Can I maneuver myself close to the thing so that I can get a flanking bonus on the next turn?
Sure.
All right, we'll go ahead and do that as he's screaming profanities to the evil and wicked thing, trying to enchant his weapon. Again, spending another willpower point.
Yep.
Didn't even need it. That's 3 successes. At least going to be for the scene.
All right. So you have it enchanted. It is for the scene. You now have a knife of ghost stabbing.
Did you say something, Tiger?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I take him with me into the Umbra?
What's your spirit at?
3.
Then no, you need spirit 4 to take others with you.
All right, so I'm sending myself to the near Umbra.
Okay.
Quintessence and willpower on this one. What's the difficulty?
It is going to be a difficulty 6.
All right, so quintessence for 5, willpower for success. 1 success. 2 successes.
One. That is able. I need. I can never find it.
Did I just make you pull out Access Mundi?
No, it's in M20 somewhere. It just.
What are you looking for, my love?
There is a table of like, how many successes you need to get into something based off the gauntlet or shroud.
That's in Book of Secrets. It goes into further detail about things like that. Not trying to be that guy.
No, no, I appreciate it because I would have spent like 20 minutes looking in the wrong book entirely. And that's not conducive at all to anything, ever.
You blame Mage as itself. It has liked to split its systems between several volumes of hundreds of pages.
Yeah. It certainly is a book. Even got words in it.
It's my fault. I'm making him go looking for obscure rulings.
And what's worse is I've had to look up this exact same rule, so you think, given that it took me so long to find it last time, I would have it memorized, but no.
It's such a rare one to come across in most Mage games.
Yeah. My doggo is sad.
Oh, poor puppy.
He wants attention.
He does.
But we're playing fake mages.
Yeah. And fighting ghosts.
You've
Are
aggravated
there real mages? Where do I sign up to be a real mage boy?
Hogwarts.
You said it was in Book of Secret?
I believe so.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see if I can help. So, what's the table specifically?
It's like a table that tells you how many successes you need to get into another realm depending on the gauntlet.
Oh, so
Or shroud.
leaving the Skinlands into the Dark Umbra. Okay.
I found it. It's on page 484 of M20.
Not
Is it
Dark Umbra, Penumbra.
Penumbra? Sorry.
The shroud here is 6. So how many successes did you get?
2.
2. Not quite enough. You can feel yourself start to pierce it, but you're not quite there.
The only reason why I'm going through the gauntlet and not the wall is because I made the wall harder to get through.
Don't worry, everybody appreciates your efforts to not let the bad thing touch us.
So no man. We here now.
Okay, so he's going to it's now the oh god, what the fuck's turn, I believe. Oh, was there anything else you wanted to do this turn, Rose? I'm sorry.
I don't think I can do anything. I think I have to focus on piercing the gauntlet.
Well, he's going to rear back with one of its arms. Its hand will turn into stone, and it will stretch forward, impossibly long to come and try and punch you across the face.
Yeet.
Stone punch is bashing to humans, if I remember correctly.
Yes, but enough bashing can do.
Will kill me. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, since I'm trying to pierce, I cannot move.
He only got 2 successes to hit you. So I mean that's the thing. That's
Yeah.
a good thing for you.
I can soak bashing with stamina, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
He's going to spend a pathos and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't
Yep.
soak any. Damn it.
You take 6 bashing.
That's incapacitation for humans.
No.
I
7
believe
is.
you have more health boxes than that.
Most
Yes.
humans have 7 health boxes.
I thought it was 8.
Spending the willpower to ignore wound penalties.
Well, you don't need to necessarily do that this round because it's already past your action.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't want you to waste the willpower.
Okay.
After that, it is Vincent.
Another trinket of exorcism. Maybe this one will do it.
Okay.
Same price as the last.
Right.
Maybe this one it'll get poofed.
I'll tell you what. Go ahead and roll what the damage would be for that. Since you said it was 10, it should be 20 dice, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll the damage for that.
And it would be 20 d10.
Correct.
What would the difficulty be?
It'll still be standard.
Okay.
The normal damage roll.
12 successes, sir.
Oof. That's a lot of successes.
Choir boy. Get it!
It's a 1. It is not looking great. It's a bunch of parts of it have come separated and come flying off. In fact, the arm that struck Raros across the face, just as soon as it hits him, the trinket goes off, and the fist just kind of goes flying past Raros. Several legs are missing. More patches of its skin have been flayed off to reveal the lean, gray, dead muscle underneath. It is still up, but it is very hurt. And that brings us to Pedro.
What the heck did I miss?
You missed a lot.
Rose got punched in the face. Vincent told it to fuck off, essentially.
Sorry, my computer flips out.
No, you're good. It is Pedro's turn currently, and then... Yeah.
Yep. And Mark is really confused on what exactly is going on. His interaction with spirits has been pretty much one-off, and with ghosts, none at all. So he just grabs again the lamp. Now he drops the lamp actually in the ground and tries to pull the guy, Jacob, with his both arms, pulling his whole strength. So then it's strength roll plus athletics and willpower spent.
Okay.
And 1 success.
All right. So you managed to get him up to his feet and start dragging him out of the basement. Is that all you're doing?
Yep, that's it.
All right. After that, Ozzy.
All right, still strengthening.
Okay.
I'm going to try to give him a bit of time, protect him from ghosts, or what I think is affecting him for the next couple of days, hopefully. Give him some recovery time.
Go ahead and roll, my dude.
All right. Well, so that's 4 into duration, 6. 4 duration, 6 effect right now.
Okay.
How long would that last for?
Pretty fucking long time.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, I want to say a month, but I'll double check real quick.
I suspect that this is either a mage or or somebody that's going to awaken, or sorcerer or whatever. So.
My apologies. That is actually 6 months.
Oh, okay. He's got plenty of time to recover then.
Yeah. Is that all you're doing, Ozzy?
Yes.
Isaac.
Meanwhile, concentrating to
Right.
keeping concentration up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just assume that. Like, I'm not
Okay.
that guy. Isaac, you're.
Yo. So I'm going for the back attack to go ahead and reduce my difficulty as much as possible. I believe that brings it down to difficulty of 3. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The knives
Using
are
a dagger?
Yeah, so yeah, it sounds right, yeah.
Cool. Let's see what happens.
Stabby.
Stabby. 1, 2, 3. I don't have the fucking specialty in knives. Might go ahead and pick that one up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 goes ahead and adds on to my strength, which is 3. So he's looking at 8 damage.
Yep.
Rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 damages coming at him. 4 ag.
Okay, so one of it, you pierce it straight into the skull, and it unleashes this inhuman shriek of pain and terror. As shadows, you would expect it to be light, but shadows start emitting from the hole in its skull, eventually consuming it. And after this happens, the shadows completely cover it, dissipate, and there is no more ghost.
He just harrowed, didn't he?
You may have
That's what happens when you get hit with a lot of exorcism.
Yep. I'm just gonna go ahead and catch his breath for a hot second. Put his knife in his back pocket. Looking over to Vincent. Worth it, right? Maybe a little
Doesn't
bit
say
worth
anything.
it.
Doesn't say anything to you. Look how disgust is on his face. This didn't have to be.
none of this had to happen.
No, this had to happen.
Okay. Whew. He didn't actually spend that much willpower. He's not that exhausted. Oh crap, where's the other one?
Hmm?
Looking into the Shadowlands. He's still in the Shadowlands, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, we're on the Shadowlands.
Are you just gonna go ahead and freak the fuck out? Oh, that's not good.
Can I make my next roll to try to pierce?
Yes.
Okay. Spending a quintessence, my last one, until I can absorb some tasks. Spend that down to 5. And a willpower. Because God, I love having 7 willpower. I need to buy some more willpower. That's 4 successes.
Sorry, what did you say? 4 successes?
4, yeah.
Okay, so you pop on over. You were going to the penumbra, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pop over to the penumbra. This place in the penumbra is a bit more friendly. There's a lot of spirits around, mostly flitting around the covered mirrors. They seem a little afraid, as far as you can tell.
Are they afraid of the mirrors or are they afraid of me?
Just kind of generally afraid, like they're clinging close to the mirrors, so you can assume it's not up.
Okay. I'm going to trying to think what I need to do now. I have to try to get out of here, but I'm actually kind of curious about this. So I'm going to cast Spirit Speech to see if I can talk to them.
Okay.
5 out of 1. 2 successes. So for a brief amount, sorry.
You're able to speak with them.
Okay. Are you guys okay?
Is that thing gone?
Yeah. When I got here, my friends sent it to the shadows again.
Okay, good. Or him, the one over this place. He's covered us up. We've been covered up for so long.
Do you want me to uncover you when I get back to that world?
No, it is only his place. He's the only one who can.
Okay. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try to go there now and have him uncover you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Can you do me a favor? Can you make
What?
sure I don't get jumped by any werewolves?
They kind of look at each other.
I know they don't like my kind being here.
We haven't seen werewolves around here. I think you're okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna focus, and I know that I can't slow step, but I'm going to take as much time as possible to get out of here.
Okay, so where's the man of the hour? Where's the man of the house? Where did he go? Whew, Isaac says, wiping off his brow.
That's 3 successes.
You were able to pop back into the pillar.
Alright, so you guys all suddenly see Roros just fall out of nowhere. He looks beaten to hell.
You good?
I'm gonna walk over, place my hand on the lantern, and then whisper into it in Arabic, "It's okay, you can go back to sleep."
The light will fade from it.
And I'll put the lamp back in my backpack, and I'll look at Jacob. Is he still there, or is he outside?
Jacob was dragged outside.
Alright, Roros is gonna crawl outside.
Do you want some help, or you find crawling on the ground? Isaac says, like just offering you a shoulder.
Oh, I don't wish to be a burden. I'm fine. If
You're
if
literally crawling on the fucking ground, he says, reaching down.
You know, if you're calling around the floor, this is a really dusty floor. Like,
yeah, all
dust.
my clothes are now covered in dust, but I'm just
How big
I
is
don't
your
wish
character?
to. He's probably about 5'5".
Okay. So yeah, you're a little bit more built than Isaac. So he has to go ahead and like use most of his strength to keep you upright.
He's got gamer physique, I will say that much.
Okay, fair enough. So me
Which
being
is scrawny, yeah.
all right, he's actually a bit stronger than you. So he casually lifts you off of your shoulder. Stalking man and packing man builds your muscles.
It does.
We need to talk to Jacob. He needs to uncover his mirrors.
Okay, and
Why does
I
he
think
need to uncover his mirrors? Question.
Because the spirits of the mirrors, they are lonesome and they want to be back with him.
I mean, we
Let's-
all like a lot of things, but why are we specifically doing this?
Because they are good spirits and they bring him power. They bring him joy.
While they talk, Mark is just dragging Jacob one step each time outside.
Jacob is just kind of mumbling under his breath, mostly questions like, "What is happening? Who are all of you? Who sent you here?" He seems very out of it at the moment.
Why are we bringing him outside?
Well, in here it's dangerous. You saw something. I'm just trying to make him safer outside.
He is protected from another incursion against his mind.
It is gone though. Whatever Isaac did, it sent him back. Whatever you both used the power of the light of Hashem, correct?
I'm gonna look.
He
to
motions
Vince.
to Isaac and to Vince.
I hold up the dagger. It's more rusted because whenever Isaac enchants everything, it just looks dirtier and more disgusting.
I have several questions, but none of them are pertinent to what's happening right now. However, I don't think we should bring him outside. First of all, we don't know how long he's been in a state like this. So maybe getting him a shower, some food, and maybe we can have a conversation before we do anything else.
That was just about the nicest way I heard somebody saying he stinks that I've heard in a while.
Rose is going to look at Jacob and is going to say weakly, "Your mirrors, your friends miss you."
I've been sitting here for so long. What day is it?
I'll give him the date and the time, virtually down to the second.
He says something in Hebrew under his breath, very weakly. I've been sitting Shiva for too long.
My friend, you are protected from incursions like that for the next 6 months. You should be able to recover yourself quite nicely.
Looking past Jacob, I just going to go ahead and say, "Hey, kitchen, I'm going to bring this man to the kitchen as well. The kitchen seems like a good idea. Food is good."
Help me get him up.
Ozzy holds up a hand with a finger. Yeah, one second. Pulls out a cell phone and orders some takeout from a couple of different places because he figures if it's been long enough, the that's any good here are probably gone bad.
Jacob just kind of weakly mutters, "Keep it kosher, please," as he starts. You know that kind of walk you do whenever you're super sick and weak, and you're kind of like hanging onto the walls for support. He's doing that down the hallway towards what seems to be a bathroom.
Kosher.
Roars will
Kosher.
nod as well. Yes, no pork, no shellfish, no bacon.
Give me a second. He'll slide his Google glasses on and go searching for places and order a spread for however many people are in the house currently.
Being that he's been under like a lot of issues, Vince will offer to help him get Queen, and not just watch him like stumble around until something terrible happens.
Good man. Good man.
He'll nod and say, "Thank you. If you could just help me get to the bathroom, that would be..."
I'll even shave you. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't want to see you like this. Let's go.
Best man. Holy crap. That's a fucking spear of the saint over there.
Yeah.
Like, and Vince will like kind of like hunch him like over his shoulder and like walk him to the bathroom. Like, we got this. Like,
The wizard who did all the spirit shenanigans. Your butt is planted in a seat at the kitchen table. Isaac's going for the refrigerator, finding all the rotten shit and closing it dejectedly.
Yeah.
Roars is going to absorb 3 tasks.
All right, we got food on the way. I'm assuming that he can find something.
After a good long while of Vincent helping him shape up, as it were, Jacob will emerge from the bathroom. Not quite clean shaven, but his beard is definitely more well kept, as is his hair. His hair's trimmed down a little bit. He walks out to the kitchen. He looks at all of you. Did Vincent pull him out? I'm assuming so.
yeah.
Okay. He looks at all of you. Thank you all so much. I'm sorry for how I acted when you all came out, but I have to know who sent you here.
Oh, your friend Ben is dead.
Roars
Isaac.
just place a hand on his forehead.
He
Very
looks.
nice.
He looks at Isaac. Yes, I'm aware. That's why I've been sitting in here.
You've been sitting Shiva for your dead friend.
Is his body upstairs?
No. What? No. Of course not.
Okay, because I had assumptions. You know, the window up there was open.
No. No. Have you all been in the city long?
Yes, I've been here quite a while actually.
Do you remember when there was that split amongst the choristers
In the temple.
in the temple?
Yes, I remember they captured my people.
Oh yeah, the day we killed
Executed my
God.
people.
I heard that story.
Benjamin died protecting me. I've been sitting here since then.
Boris is going to mutter a
You've
prayer
been
in
here
Arabic.
since that long.
Yes.
He goes back online and doubles the food order. You're gonna need food.
If it's not too pertinent, how long have you? What do you hope to? I'm has to be someone that's worried about you. Which order are you following? So we can let them know that you're safe and well.
I'm a forester as well.
Oh God. Okay.
I was training under Rabbi Shmuel.
He says, do you want to make that call or should I make that call?
I'll make the call.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Isaac's gonna go ahead and step out of the kitchen. Isaac's gonna go ahead and try to contact his dead girl familiar. Tell her to relay a message back to Ben.
The dead girl just kind of sullenly nods and then floats away. Doesn't look like she's in any particular hurry.
Of course she's not. She's a dead thing. Otherwise, it's just gonna go ahead and sit on the porch, smoking.
Vincent will excuse himself from the table and start cleaning.
Boris is trying not to make any sudden movements or else he's going to be in pain.
It's almost as if none of us are life mages.
Did Roros take more damage?
Boris took 6 bashing from a stone hand punch.
God dang it.
I have that, but you know what? Actually, I haven't used this thing in a while. Actually, ever. No, this actually doesn't do that. Never mind. I'll continue cleaning.
Jacob walks over to Roros and puts a gentle hand on his shoulder and mutters something in Hebrew. His hands start glowing. And there we go. All of your bashing will be healed.
Boris will look up and then look over to you. You shouldn't have expended your energy in such a way. It was unnecessary. I'm fine. Was quite fine.
He looks at you. You had a bruise about the size of... He pulls a rotten tomato out of the fridge. About the size of this.
There's a rotten pumpkin.
It was merely cosmetic. It was merely cosmetic. It was only there for a show. I swear, I was fine.
I saw you crawling across the floor earlier.
You saw that, huh?
That was
Not my proudest moment.
As you guys are kind of chilling out in the kitchen and kind of winding down, you'll notice there's even more mirrors in here. It almost seems like every wall is decorated with mirrors, covering up almost all the wall space, and they all seem to be covered by just plain white cloths. Jacob gets up and starts to uncover all of the mirrors.
Boris will smile and he'll lay his head down on the table because he spent a lot of willpower. He's exhausted. He'll say in Arabic. Actually, he'll say in spirit speech, I hope that you can see the light again, my friends.
Sorry that I wasn't able to do a whole lot more than just separate the spirit from your mind. Hope it wasn't too jarring.
It is appreciated. What are all your names? I didn't catch them.
Urso Kazari of the Tiftani Craft of the Disparate Alliance. That's your humble service.
I'm Ozzy, of the Virtual Adepts.
I'm Mark.
Mark does not say much, but he does good things.
Like dragging people out of a dangerous place? I believe it is.
Isaac, for his part, is still on the fucking porch. He's fine where he is.
And Vincent is moving around the house cleaning it
Yeah.
with a broom in his hand. Like, broom and a rag and like cleaning supplies. Like,
A motherfucking saint.
Vincent is best angel. We all know this. After a while, a food truck will appear. Enough food was ordered that it warranted an entire truck, and people will start to bring it in, walking past Isaac, kind of like giving him kind of a look because he's smoking on the porch, and they're like, eh.
You're just gonna go ahead and like grab one of those takeout boxes from one of them. Go ahead and jerk his thumb inside. Like, yeah, this is for me, but everything else goes inside.
Oh,
Ross is going to pull out his money clip out of his bag. He's going to say, "What is your home insurance deductible?"
he'll rattle off a number.
He'll pull off that many hundreds and put it down on the table.
Ozzy will pay the food cost.
You all don't have to do this. I appreciate it, don't get me wrong, but
I aided in breaking and entering. This is the least I could do.
I put a hole through your wall and then shot lasers through it. It's the very least I can do.
I gotta say, I'm just hungry. I figured too, so you know.
Aren't you a hungry? Never mind. Sweet. What?
After a little bit, Isaac, your ghost girl, and Benjamin start rolling up to you. Ben
All right.
looks in more of a hurry than ghost girl.
All right, he's gonna go ahead and hold up a hand. Hold on. Old friend needs to speak to you. Goes ahead and yells inside. Hey, Ben's here. Jacob.
I cannot speak to him.
Go ahead and look at.
Sorry, go ahead.
I go ahead and look at Ben. Would you appreciate at least seeing him, so that you verify that he's alive?
Guys are bad at grief counseling.
Isaac is not a grief counselor.
Ben just kind of says, he looks, he thinks, he shakes his head. No, I heard him. That's enough for me. Thank you.
Goes ahead and waves on. Yeah. Do whatever it is on the other side. Sits back
And
down.
Ben disappears in a flash of light.
Isaac stops for a hot second because he was not expecting that. Woo.
Alright. And I think with that, we can call it there. So thank you players for playing. Thank you watchers for watching. This has been another episode of Darkness in Dublin. And remember, contrary to popular opinion, Evan is not my dad.